All right, we're joined right now with the world champ Mario Barrios. And first and foremost, Mario, can you take a look at your face after the fight?
It's hard to look at.
You got beat up pretty bad. Now, for those who don't know, Mario just competed in a 12-round gauntlet of a fight against Batyr Akhmedov, comes away with the world championship, first San Antonio fighter in 20-plus years to become a world champion, the fourth ever in the Alamo City. What does that mean to you?
That means everything. I mean, I've said it from the beginning when I first turned pro, that was mine and my sister's goals, to bring as many world titles back home as possible. And I mean, this is just the start. And I mean, given the type of fight I was in, where I was still able, to make some clutch, the really clutch moves happen. I mean, that it makes it that much better. I mean, because I knew in that 12th round, given what happened, I was going to be able to bring that belt home.
Yeah, take me through the fight. It was really fun to watch. Anybody who's a boxing fan really enjoyed that. You were known for knocking out people, and then all of a sudden you get into a match where you're put a little bit on your heels and you got to go the distance. Just take me from round 1 to 12.
It was actually, man, that was the fight that we expected, because given the fights before, everyone was like, you're stopping everybody, you're knocking everybody out. They were asking if I was predicting, a similar result. But I mean, I was telling everybody, I was prepared, for the hardest 12 rounds, that I've ever gone. And that's exactly what, he brought. I mean, on paper, given, Batyr's record, people, they overlooked him. It was a fight from the beginning, a lose-lose situation for me. If I would have went in and knocked him out, everyone would be like, oh, he only had 7 fights. But, the fight, the way it happened, I said I had a lot of people like, yo, he only had 7 fights and gave you that type of fight. But people don't realize Akhmedov, he represented Turkey in the past Olympics. He's one of Russia's best fighters in my division. And there's a reason why he got the opportunity so early. And I mean, and he showed it, we put up a great fight. I think it was a very fan-friendly fight. I was very happy with it, and I mean, I was happy I was able, to show everybody the warrior that I am.
I was going to say, when it comes down to that fight, the 2 knockdowns, I think, really separated you in this match, where it was really close. I think some cards from the public, at least, had you one way. But how important were those 2 knockdowns in this match?
I think, man, if it wasn't for those 2 knockdowns, I don't think I would have been able to bring this back home. Especially that last one, that 12th round. That's something I knew I needed. That's something I knew that, my corner knew that we needed. Going into that last round, they told me they're like you need to knock him out, or that you need to hurt him, to really solidify this. And that's exactly what I made happen. In the last moments of the round, when it mattered most. And I could see, when I dropped him, I could see his expression and his corner's expression when I was walking to the neutral corner. I mean, they knew even in their eyes, that was it. That any shot that they had of them winning, it was gone.
Yeah, the last time that I saw you, we were in your gym, which, by the way, is 130 degrees. How much did that help you when coming into this fight and then getting that 12th round knockout to really solidify this thing?
I mean, to begin with, my camp, it was great. We started really early, back here. I finished off the last couple weeks in the Bay Area. It was a bit nicer, with the weather. But I mean, again, starting off, here, if you've been to our gym before, I don't even have to speak on it. You know personally, it is hot in there. It's like an oven. And I mean, it really, it pushes you. It's mentally. I mean, to be able to throw a full workout in, at the gym, it takes a lot. And I mean, given that type of training. I mean, that's why, I'm able to make it, through fights, how I did. My opponent, I took his best shots that, that he could have possibly thrown, and he wasn't able, to even, put me down. Yeah, I took a beating for a while, but, this is boxing. I took his best shots, and, I mean, I pulled through, I mean, I brought the title back to San Antonio, and, I mean, that's all that matters.
And how important is it to come back to San Antonio and bring the belt? I should say, not only bring the belt back to San Antonio, but then, live here and be amongst the people. I think it's important, and you find that importance as being very similar to the Spurs in that regard.
Yeah, very. Again, I mean, I received, since I've been home, I've received, tremendous amount of support, tremendous amount of, just love. And I mean, it feels great, you know, because again, I mean, this is what I've been working for, you know, this long. And, you know, I made it happen. But again, you know, this is just the beginning. There's still so much work that I have to do.
Yeah, 25 bouts, 25 wins. What's next for you?
I want one of the champions. You know, like I said, I mean, this is only one of 4 like major belts, and I mean, we're gonna, you know, just continue working. You know, after, you know, a little bit of rest, and I think I deserve it, for, you know, for this fight. But, you know, come early next year, you know, I plan on, you know, being very active again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you play in a stacked division there. Is there anybody in particular that you want, or it doesn't matter as long as I'm going for another belt?
It doesn't matter to me. I mean, you know, I'm here, you know, to give boxing fans, you know, to give my city, you know, the best fights possible. And, you know, hopefully the next one, you know, we can land here in San Antonio. But, I mean, if not, you know, I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, I'll fight wherever.
Mm-hmm. And then finally, what do you want the people of San Antonio to know as you get to take a little bit of break here? As we mentioned, there's big reason behind why he needs it, just as you move forward in your career and you accomplish one of your major goals.
I mean, well, I just want to say, you know, thank you, you know, to my city, you know, to everybody supporting me. Anybody new, you know, that, you know, supported me. I mean, I'm doing this, you know, not only for me, you know, my city, and just everybody. I mean, it's an honor, you know, to represent San Antonio every time I step in the ring. And, you know, I'm always going to do, you know, my best, you know, to represent San Antonio in the best way possible. And
your family does too. Your sister's in a bout as well, right?
That's coming next month.
Next month, and that will be here?
That will be here at the Alamo. So, yeah, so she's getting ready. So, I mean, y'all are going to see, you know, Team Barrios a lot.
All right, well, thank you so much. The Southwest grad again, world champion, 4th ever in San Antonio history.